how's it going, everybody? This is TomDog247 here with another exciting episode of Channel X. Usually normally when I do Channel X, I'd do some sort of random thing and everything like that, but, just not this week. I'm paying my respects to a game developer, a president of a video game company, and a really great guy to really get to know, even though if you haven't met this guy in person, he was still amazing to watch, whether it was at E3 or through the videos. And as you excuse me, and as you know, this past weekend was the passing of Satoru Iwata, who was the president of Nintendo Japan, and he was also he started off as a game developer working with HAL Laboratories to bring such characters such as Kirby to the NES back in the original NES era in 1990, 1991, in the 90s. He was such an amazing person, and even though I never met the guy personally, the fact that he loved how video games were evolving and keeping up with us and amazing us with unique and innovative things. They've got the 3DS, the Wii U, the Amiibos. There's nothing, nothing bad to say about him. From what from what everybody was saying on YouTube, that he was such an amazing guy and a nice guy as well too. And I really wanted to meet him as a game fan, and I wanted to shake his hand and say thank you. And so this is how I'm thanking him, by playing a video game. Now, some may say, well, why are you playing Forza 5 if you're not playing an NES game? Well, there's a perfectly good explanation for that, and that is, of course, because of the fact that I don't have an Elgato gaming capture to do a Nintendo game. So, because if I did, I would have played Balloon Fight, and which was Satoru's first game that he developed, and I would have played that. But I don't have that. So, but I have some stuff on Forza 5 that I put on here, and as a matter of fact, it was the car that I'm going to be racing is this. And well, he probably would have been amazed by that. The NES controller the Mario logo, the Luigi logo, excuse me, the Wario logo, and the Waluigi logo. Of course, the Triforce, the Power Block, Starman, cheesy, of course, Nintendo logo, and of course Kirby. So, so you'll be seeing that. You'll be seeing that through. We're actually going to be racing with this car today. We're going to share, pretty much, play some video games and share some memories of your favorite Iwata moments. Have some fun. Remember the good times of either meeting him in person, if you ever met him in person, tell your story. What was the first game that you ever played that was ever developed by Satoru Iwata? I can tell you mine, which was Balloon Fight. So, we're gonna have some fun. He would have wanted it. He would have liked that. And I know he's looking down at us and gaming like never before. Whether it's like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what game you're playing.
We now head back to scenic Southern California
the fact that
temporary street circuit in Long Beach.
That he helped pave the way to bring games like Forza 5 or Gears of War and God of War and everything like that. Grand Theft Auto, Halo, Call of Duty, even any of your favorite games. Remember. Always remember your first video game, and I would have been able to share my first video game, but I really don't have the technology to even bring that out, because my very first video game I ever played was Q*bert, and one of these days I will bring that out to you, to share what made me become a gamer. And I'm doing horrible. But remember the good times that we had, as Satoru, Mr. Iwata, love that, because he had he had a really good passion, and that passion was gaming, and he's like, no matter if he was a game developer or what, he said it, he's a gamer. He will always be a gamer. And He is truly one of the most beloved human beings. World, and again, I wanted to have met him. Say thank you. And that's what we're doing. We're honoring his love for video games. That's what we're here tonight. So if you have a Satoru Iwata story that you want to share with us, post it here in the comments on the message board there, and share your fondest memories of Mr. Iwata. And like I said, if you ever, if you met him in person, tell us your greatest moments of meeting him in person. I'm going to be sharing my favorite moments of Iwata. And I'm going to be sharing that with you. Driving my Nintendo car. I have another one too. I'll probably show that off later. If you're just tuning in, this is Tom Dog here on Channel X, and we're paying tribute to Satoru Iwata. If you have a Satoru Iwata story that you would like to share with us, by all means. For those who hasn't, if you haven't heard by now, this past weekend, Satoru Iwata passed away at the age of 55. And it's devastating the video game community. Everybody, including us as gamers. So we're paying homage. We're paying tribute. Because one of the things that he said is that that he's a gamer. And so, when you the next game that you play,
for another event at Road Atlanta.
Try to think of Satoru Iwata and say, he paved the way for us, and we're gonna be, and as I said, share if you have a great story of a great Satoru Iwata moment, feel free to share with us. We like to hear what you have to say. Hi NA, how are you? That's good. That's good. You have a Satoru Iwata moment that you would like to share with us? Shit. I reached driver 30 though. Oh, excuse me. One of my favorite Satoru Iwata moment was last year when they announced Super Smash Brothers, and the video that he did with Reggie Fils-Aimé, that fight was good. That fight was really good. I actually would have loved to see that fight last longer than it did, instead of, but at the same time, I know they were trying to plug the game, but it was good, and it was a great announced trailer for Smash Brothers, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And that's one thing about Satoru Iwata. I mean, he had a good sense of humor. He really did. From the videos that he's done, with Nintendo Direct and in the some of the E3 videos and everything like that, especially at this year's E3, they were, he loved to laugh, and he had a good sense of humor too. And that's one thing I liked about Mr. Iwata, is that You know, even if doesn't matter if he's making someone laugh or laughing at his own, at someone else's jokes that like the famous Iwata meme that was going around, which I didn't know existed until E3, but it was still satirical and very funny, and I absolutely loved it. And, I'm gonna miss the fun that Mr. Iwata gave us, and he really knew how to make us laugh. Or even make us smile. So again, if you have a Iwata moment, or your first video game that you ever played that was ever developed by Mr. Iwata, by all means, share it with us. Let's have a good time.
We now return to the Brickyard, the iconic Indianapolis Motor Speedway in Indiana.
Oh, excuse me. Alright. I'm gonna back out of this real quick. I want to show off some stuff. I'm gonna test drive a vehicle. One of the first one of the first one of the first games that I ever played that was ever developed by Mr. Iwata was of course Balloon Fight. However, that I never beat that game. I never beat that game. The game that I wound up beating for the that was developed by Satoru Iwata was Kirby's Adventure for the NES. And I'm going to take you back. I was graduating elementary school, and I was graduating elementary school in 1990. And one of the things that my folks ever, you know, that I did when I was a child, you know, during summer vacation, you know, getting ready for summer vacation and at the end of the school year, we would go down to the nearby video store and rent either a movie or a video game or both. All over the place with this car. Yeah, this is my Mario Kart themed car. Anyways, so we'll go to the nearby video store. At the time, it was called Video World. No, Galaxy Video. Sorry, Galaxy Video. And now, some of you youngsters that are probably watching this show right now, never really heard of a video store. And, you know, because we all got Redbox and Netflix and Hulu, you know, everything digital. But, you know, growing up as a kid in the, you know, 80s, early 90s and everything, the 80s and 90s, we had video stores, and it was a great feeling. It was a great feeling. And so this particular game that I picked up was on graduation. Because I graduated, I was able to rent a movie and rent a video game. So, trying to remember what movie I rented. That I rented. I think it was. Oh yeah, I remember. It was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And the original 1990s movie. And oh wait, no, that wasn't actually, no, it wasn't that. It was Batman starring Michael Keaton. And the video game that I played, that I rented also from that day, was Kirby's Adventure for the NES. And it was beautiful. It was a great, great time and everything like that. And I beat that game within one day, that day. Some friends of mine wanted me to come outside and play, and I was just about beat the level. I said I'll be out I'll be out shortly. I'm on the verge of beating this game. And I beat the game. And I went outside and I said I was like, I beat it. And I didn't shut it off or anything like that. I beat the game, and it took me about 2 hours to beat. Roughly 2 hours to beat. And that was Kirby's Adventure for the NES. Now the original Kirby's Adventure debuted on the Game Boy. Which, if I'm not mistaken, it came out in '89. But Mr. Iwata never developed that game. He developed the NES version of Kirby's Adventure. And believe it or not, I did 100% completion in that game too. If I remember. And that game took me about 2 hours to beat. And that's a moment that I will never, ever forget. And from that day on, Kirby's Adventure will always be my favorite NES character, next to Mario. And I love, and it was all because of Mr. Iwata. And I am all over the place with this car. I know he did other game, he did other games too. Like I said, Balloon Fight. Which was a takeoff of the arcade game, Joust. And Mr. Iwata helped out with Super Smash Brothers, and was great. It was great. That's one of the fondest memories that I'll remember, and that's a story. You know, that story will never leave me. And you know, I will always cherish that moment. I always will. And it's hard to believe that, you know, it's sad that he's gone. So young too, 55. 55. It, if you have a wonderful Satoru Iwata story that you want to share with us, and you have a game, you get, you know, first game you ever played that was ever developed by Satoru Iwata, you know, let us know. Let us know. Message board or one of the things that I always did when I was on cable access, I did a thing on there to honor someone who's passed, and it was called the Channel X Hall of Fame, and it's been kind of dormant for a while and everything. As a matter of fact, last year I inducted the Ultimate Warrior into the Channel X Hall of Fame, and I've been kind of absent about that, especially with the passing of Robin Williams and Leonard Nimoy and many others. And James Avery. For those of you who don't know who James Avery is, he played Uncle Phil on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and he provided the voice of Shredder in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. That was a moment, and he also played the voice of the Junkyard Dog in one of my favorite cartoons growing up as a kid, Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling, which this year marks the 30th anniversary of Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling. But those names that I mentioned are in fact I will not, I have announced that they are going to be inducted into the Channel X Hall of Fame, as well as, and I'm here to say tonight that we're going to add Satoru Iwata to that list. Not to mention Super Mario. We're inducting him in there too, because Mario's turning 30 this year. We're gonna have a good time with that. But like I said, today we're gonna honor the legacy of Satoru Iwata. I shared a wonderful story. I shared a wonderful story with my great moment about Satoru Iwata, and you know, we want to know what your favorite moment is. Feel free to share with us. In the comments. After this lap, I'm going to get out of the grass, get out of the grass. There we go. This is a laid back episode, and this episode's not gonna be as long as usual, but you know, I've been meaning to do this for a while now. I should have done this like on a Monday or so, but it was too emotional, and get out of the wall. There. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I've been doing. Hey, Alex, how are you? Hi, it's Dinobot. How are you? I want to be able to go fast. It's just that just driving on the walls too much. This car's way too fast. It's too loose too. This car's way too loose too. Car's beat up too. That was my fault. For those who are just coming in, we're sharing some moments of Satoru Iwata, who passed away this past weekend, and pretty much telling stories about our fondest moments and memories. I shared off mine, and I actually got very emotional as I was saying it too, so we're pretty much honoring the legacy of Satoru Iwata. Hey Project Airwave, how are you? Almost went backwards there. So I'm using my Nintendo themed cars that I customized in Forza, because this is pretty much the closest thing to putting some Nintendo stuff on here, because I don't have a. Alright, that's great. Well, I'm only doing Nintendo themed cars. So, and this is a Ferrari, one of the old school Ferraris, but I made it. Yeah, and it kind of reminded me of the Mario, like a car that would come out of Mario Kart. So that's why I picked it and everything like that. I was just pretty much I don't have no, those are actually track lines of the best way to um it's a head dragon or something like that. It's like the way to yeah, the guidelines. That's what it was. So I'm just showing off some Nintendo themed cars that I made on here. That's not what I wanted. So here's the Yeah, it's a Ferrari Automobili 312P. No, that's okay. That's okay. I have another one. I'm making more Nintendo themed cars too. Yeah, I'm getting ready for Forza 6 too. So Forza 6 is gonna look really sweet. Yeah, this is my POW block car that I made. It's cheesy. Since I have the some controllers and I made some designs. I'll show off the designs again. I think I have another one. It's gonna be my future Batmobile. Yeah, that's the one I was racing with earlier. Um, um, I'll show off. Yeah, I'm near the window, so that's pretty much the crickets. And since I do a nightly show, that's pretty much my that's pretty much my audience. The chirping of the crickets that are outside. Yeah, McLaurens are nice. So yeah, here's some of my Nintendo themed of excuse me designs I made. Waluigi, Wario, Luigi, and of course Mario. The NES controller, which I'm very fond of. So that's that's the retro controller, old school. Oh, whoops. And then cheesy. Oh, I think I have a I think I have a Prius already. Believe it or not, this took me a long time to make. to to get the design just right. It was a pain in the ass, but it was worth it. This one only took me 5 seconds to make, which was just 3 triangles. This one not so long either. This one nothing special here. Just added a couple of eyeballs there. Then of course the Nintendo logo. This took quite a time, but this one I'm very fond of, and it's Kirby. That this one I'm extremely fond of. This one when I had Forza 4 when I had Forza 4 for the 360, um I had a lot of nice designs on there. And it's kind of sad that we weren't able to carry them over to there, because the one I made on Forza 4 was actually a lot better than this one, but it was worth it. It's worth it. It's still the same design that I wanted to make, but anyways, in Forza 4, they actually had a smart car. They had a smart car, and it was one of the most smallest cars that they've had. Yeah, it's actually this one. this one here actually had the most downloads. Um, as you can see, that's the most downloads I've had so far, 21, and it's, believe it or not, it's actually growing. So that's actually pretty cool. Um, but the thing about this is that that in Forza 4 they had the smart car, and it was one of the most small. It was actually the smallest car on the on the um on the roster. And for those of you who don't know what the smart car is, those little tiny cars that yeah, yeah, I know. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Um, but anyways, I have good moments and I have bad moments. But with the smart car, um, I actually made it look like Kirby when he's in puff mode, and it it was the best design that I've ever did. And and it's kind of sad that they didn't have. It's kind of sad that they didn't have, you know, like I said, any design transfers and everything like that, because that was one of my best designs that I've ever made. And I had a lot of fun doing that. And that would have been my tribute car. But I'm definitely going to get Forza 4 again so that I can go back. I still have the excuse me. I still have the the file saved on there. I had no intention of deleting that at all. So, but I absolutely cherish this. This is one of my favorites. I did a nice Stewie picture. Car. Let's see. Forza 3 was good. Forza 4 was actually a lot better than 3. There was only one track on Forza 3 that I didn't like, and that was the New York track. Oh my god, was that a pain in the ass. Um sorts manufacturer. Oh, that's the only Toyota vehicle I have? I thought I had the Prius. Oh well. Where's that pickup truck that I Oh, there we go. Test drive. Prius. Yeah, I'll get that. I'll get that later. Where the hell's Le Mans? Oh. Yeah, that was the only good thing about that track. That the detail was really spot on. But I had a I had a 458. I have to check. Right now, I'm just doing Nintendo themed cars right now. This is my power block truck that I use. Or we have me and my friends do cat and mouse. I'm gonna do a couple of laps with this, and I think we're gonna call it a night. You have any Satoru Iwata moments that you would like to share, and your favorite game that was ever developed by Satoru Iwata? Feel free to share along with us. You know, have some fun stories and fond memories of late great Satoru Iwata. Yeah. I love Mario Kart 8 though. I really do. I have to work on getting a Elgato gaming capture so I can do some Mario Kart races. Oh shit. Oh. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. But I'm gonna say this. It's actually better. It's actually better than Gran Turismo. I played a couple of Gran Turismo games when I had the PlayStation 2 and 3. I was not a fan of those. It was okay, but Battlefield 4 was actually pretty good, but I haven't played the multiplayer, but then again, I don't think anybody did. Because the game was broken. NHL 15, I actually have not played any hockey games or watched any hockey because our home Oh no. This is Forza. This is on the Xbox One. Oh, okay. Yes. I got this as a download when I bought the console last year. So I got a pretty good deal on it, so wasn't that bad. I also have Forza Horizon 2. Automatic. I suck. I'm not that good with manual. I'm horrible when it comes to manual. But then again, I'm also horrible in automatic too. Look at it this way. I want to be able to do those fails of videos. I got more coming up pretty soon. On the sound, exactly. By the way, if you haven't had the opportunity yet, better hurry and subscribe to Loot Crate before it's too late, because Heroes 2 is just around the corner. That's the theme for this month, Heroes 2. This Saturday on Tom Dog Plays, I'm going to be doing some doing another heist mission on GTA 5. So sure to tune into that. I do apologize. I'm not going to be doing any wrestling predictions this week because I haven't had the opportunity to go through the card. Plus, also I wanted to do this. I rather wanted to do the tribute to Satoru Iwata. But I will say that I will say a couple of predictions. Actually, one prediction: Brock Lesnar's going to win this Sunday. It's all good. It's all good. That's just making my audience outside more louder. Those crickets chirping. No, it's all good. Little breaking news today. Ryback is not going to be competing this Sunday at Battleground. He has a staph infection in his leg, and so he won't be defending the Intercontinental Championship against Big Show and The Miz. So I'm thinking that there's going to be a #1 contenders match in that place, and Big Show is going to win. There's a rumor flying around that Undertaker's going to be showing up at Battleground. So that's going to be pretty interesting. But again, this Saturday on Tom Dog Plays. This Saturday on Tom Dog Plays. It's going to be part 2 of the series of fund heist mission. It's going to be a lot of fun with that. Racing on here is a lot of fun. I love the Le Mans track. This is actually one of my favorite tracks. Nürburgring is a challenging track, and you gotta have the right vehicle to race on that track. I'm gonna do this this last lap, and I'm gonna. Yeah, I love the straightaway. The other one that they had had some turns on there. I'm not really fond of the turns. But yeah, this straightaway right here. This is what really pushes your car to the limit. I could just do whatever, you know. I could just go like this. Or just do this. I gotta stop doing that, because one time I did that on the straightaway. I was feeling kind of dizzy when I did that. And no exception here. Once I did this. Whee! Oh, that's cool. I don't know what it is. I just love doing that. I gotta do that when I'm racing with my cat and mouse buddies. Shout out to them. One more time for good measure. Whee! Sorry, that's just so addicting. Yeah. Gotta be really lucky too. Sometimes you have that one experienced gamer on here. That will school you. I'm still getting used to the drifting on here. I do a lot better on drifting when I'm on Horizon 2. Strangely enough, I don't know why. So. That was weird. So. Alright. I think that's about all the time I have for today. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun and sharing some great stories. I love the Top Gear track. I love the Top Gear test track. I love it. But as I was saying, I had a great time here tonight, and getting to honor the legacy of Satoru Iwata, and he's going to be gratefully missed, man, and we're gonna miss you, and had a lot of fun. Shared a nice, fun story of my past growing up as a kid, and my first experiences with the Nintendo games that were developed by Mr. Iwata, with Balloon Fight and my pal Kirby. Um, you know, he paved the way for everybody, and he will be missed. And there's no one like him, and I am honored to say that Mr. Iwata is inducted to the Channel X Hall of Fame, and he will be missed, but definitely never forgotten. Till next time, I'll be here on Saturday to do a Tom Dog Plays. Next Thursday, of course, will be another exciting episode of Channel X. So until then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace. Domo arigato, Mr. Iwata.